What's up, YouTube? Welcome to I Shot Him Six Times YouTube channel. I'm your host, Marcus James Witherspoon, where I cover the horror genre from TV and cinema alike. The title is a reference nod to Dr. Loomis and the original Halloween 2. So if you're a fan of horror genre and like this type of content, hit that like and subscribe button, as well as drop some comments in the comment section when I do drop videos and content for this channel, as well as hit that notification bell for all content updates, as well as follow me on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to I Shot Him Six Times YouTube channel. I'm your host, Marcus James Witherspoon, and in this video, I'm going to do my spoiler-free review on Scream 2022, aka Scream 5, for all us nostalgic fans. As all of us know, since this has been announced about, a year and a half, 2 years ago that this movie was going to be made, we were really, us Scream fans, old and new, were really wondering what direction they were going to take this franchise in. How would you be able to introduce a new cast with the old cast while not making things seem like it was a rerun or not fresh, something that's not new? We had a lot of questions surrounding around this franchise. And what I will say is this: I'm really happy with the trailers that they brought out, because it didn't give a lot. It didn't give a lot of information in the trailers, which I feel like is a detriment to a lot of these movies, especially horror movies that come out. Like you've seen it with Halloween Kills. You've seen basically the best part, the best kill scene of the whole movie shown on the trailer. So I thought Scream 2022, the production, Spyglass, and all those guys, they did a real good job not giving up a lot to show into the trailers, which made the anticipation, especially for me, for this movie, just all the more better. So with that being said, my overall review for this movie, I got 2 thumbs up, man. Like, I loved this movie from top to bottom. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't perfect. No movie's perfect. But in terms of what they're calling a requel, which is, for those who don't know, for those who want to know, this is a sequel to the original Scream series, but it is also a reboot, which is why it's called a requel. Because New Age, old fans, if you called it Scream 5, it's just going to feel like, this is just another Sidney Prescott story, etc., etc. But then if you obviously just name it Scream or whatever without the old cast, it's going to seem like a complete reboot, and it's, especially without Russ Craven directing, is just touch and go. I mean, but I really loved this movie from the outset. The tone, it was the tone of the movie. It was dark, it was brooding, it was suspenseful, it was clever. The opening scene was, what de vuelo, it was beautiful. Jenna Ortega is amazing as Tara Carpenter. She is a hell of an actress, only 19 years old. That girl's got a very bright future ahead of her. But that opening scene was just phenomenal, well choreographed. Roger L. Jackson with the voice, everything was incredible about that opening scene. If you are a Scream fan, you couldn't ask, in all honesty, for a better opening scene as an homage to the original. Another thing I liked about this movie was that with certain people, it kept you guessing. It really kept you guessing with the whodunit. It did a really good job of making everybody suspect. I did go to the movies to see this movie with my mom and my sister. And my sister did a really good job of putting out one of the killers. I don't know how the hell she pointed that out. Even me, I was just like, still kind of stuck up until closer to the end, and I had a general idea about who might have been doing it. But just the overall, execution Ghostface. And everybody knows Ghostface, his character, the killer and stuff, he was never really that much of a brutal person. He'd stab you a lot. I think the most brutal kill we ever got in the Scream franchise was in the original with Stephen Orff when he's sitting in a chair outside of Casey Becker's house getting gutted, when you seen the insides tumbling out and everything when the lights got flipped on and off. I'd have to say, up until this movie, that was the most brutal we've seen Ghostface. So the fact that they added that extra element of brutality, but they didn't overdo it. It wasn't like it was torture porn like something like Saw or Hostel. It wasn't overdone. It was executed perfectly to the character of Ghostface killing ways. I really enjoyed the brutality and the comedy. Like, it was on point. Once again, like I said, it's like Wes Craven directed this movie. You know what I mean? Surprisingly enough, Mason Gooding, I didn't really expect much of his character going in, but I think out of all the characters, him and Mindy, the twins, were my favorite characters. They were really good. They definitely had some comedic parts that made me chuckle up a little bit in the movie theaters. I'm not even gonna lie. They was better than what I expected them to be. No, but overall, I give this movie 2 thumbs up. It was brutal. It was clever. It was entertaining from start to finish. If you watch this movie, whether you're a fan or an original fan, or you're just getting hip to the Scream series, etc., from start to finish, this movie wasn't boring. From the outset, the tone was set, and we were on our way. It wasn't no lull in the action. Everything had a purpose. Even when no killings were being made and the killer wasn't on screen, every part had a purpose to where you had to use your eyes and your ears to listen. Now, I will tell you, if you are not a fan of the Scream series, or you're just getting hip to the Scream series, you might want to check out the first Scream, the original Scream, and Scream number 4 in order to have a better understanding of this movie. If you don't watch those 2 movies, you'll have a very difficult time understanding this movie, I assure you. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. That was my spoiler-free review on Scream 2022. Once again, 2 thumbs up. I thought it was incredible. I enjoyed it. And at least from the looks of the ending, I'll give you a slight spoiler. It looks like we're going to have another installment, and I'm really hoping for it. I think that they've opened up a lot of avenues for that to happen. But once again, guys, this is my spoiler-free video for Scream 2022. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm Marcus J. Witherspoon. This is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube channel. Once again, hit that like button and subscribe, as well as hit that notification icon so you get all this latest content updates. And be aware that I am doing my spoiler video later on tonight at 10:30 p.m. So stay tuned for that. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you guys later.